Almaden Collective IQ is a digital user experience management solution. Unlike DEX products from our competitors, we don't need to install yet another agent on your systems. Collective IQ instead takes a different approach and uses the data from existing ITAM solutions, cloud infrastructure, and monitoring systems. Our approach improves time to value as we don't deploy agents, which means you don't have lengthy implementation projects. Plus, it also gives you instant access to your historic data. Our zero-agent approach further reduces the impact on network infrastructure and systems as you don't have multiple products all collecting the same data. We integrate with multiple systems, including IT asset management systems, Microsoft Teams, and ITSM and RMM solutions for trouble ticket creation and automation. Alma, our AI and machine learning engine, runs everything behind the scenes and can reach out to your end users using your favorite collaboration tool for clarification or to help troubleshoot an issue. Today, we're going to have a quick look at Almaden Collective IQ, which is a digital user experience management product. This system is set up to use Microsoft Teams as its collaboration application, and we're gathering our performance, availability, and configuration data from Almaden Smart Center. On the main screen here, we can see a high-level view of our environment. So we've got just over 8,000 systems in here. That is then broken down into the different areas: device information, the user sentiment, how the user feels about how well their systems are working, business application information, and then the collaboration tools. We can quickly jump to any of those areas at any point during the use of the system by just using this menu at the side here. Let's have a quick look at devices, and we can see that we've got some devices where the users have a frustrating experience with their device in terms of hardware performance. So we'll drill in and look at that. And quickly we can see that we have a number of systems here, about 30% of our systems, where they are over 5 years old. So we know that already that we have an aging population of systems. If we look at the performance data, we can see that we've got a small percentage that have a performance related issue. Again, that then breaks down into CPU utilization, memory utilization, and disk utilization. We can see here that we get the overall information about our systems. So just over 5,000 of them have less than 30% CPU utilization. We've got a number where we don't have data reported for this period, and we also have a number of machines that are between 30% and 70% utilization. So let's go and have a look at one of those. This machine is at about 40% utilization. Our score is slowly improving over time. Let's drill in and have a quick look. We can see here the applications that are using the memory on our machine. If we need to go and search for a particular machine or a particular user, we can easily do that by just starting from here, going to the search screen and typing in part or all of the thing we're looking for. In this case, we're looking for this system here, and we can see very quickly, find the machine and look at the problem. You can see the detail behind what is using the CPU. We can then compare between our two date ranges that we're working with here as to what is changed over time. As a rule, these are the two things that we would want to go and look at for this machine. While we're here, we may as well have a quick look for memory utilization. And we can see memory is not overly used on this machine. Same for disk. There's something that we need to do. Every single call here doesn't have particularly good call quality. So let's go and look at the video quality. Again, video has been really quite variable, and variable call quality and variable video quality tends to indicate that either this user may be a roaming user, and in some places we're getting a good Wi-Fi signal, and in other places we're not. If we just drill in here, we will see a date-to-date comparison. So maybe on this day, the 24th of September, very low score, and a good score on the 29th of September. So perhaps we need to find out a bit more about where this user was and what they were doing. at this point in time. In terms of business applications, we're not getting any application errors because we're getting a score of 10. Applications aren't using huge amounts of CPU or memory. So device age, we can see that all of these machines are fairly old. So if we were to drill into one of these, this machine is 8 years old. It's only got 4 gig of memory and a relatively small disk. Not only is it an old machine, but it's also extremely underpowered. So for this user, a lot of the errors and issues that they might have are quite likely to be because of the power rating of the machine. All of these machines have been restarted quite recently. So we can jump back and let's go and have a look at stability and configuration. So we can see that we've got a couple of machines here that are showing us Windows event log errors. So let's go and have a look at those. This machine seems to have a fairly high number of critical errors. So we're going to have a look at that. 113 critical errors here. We know what to go and look for on this system to resolve the problem that this user is experiencing. They may not even know that they have a problem, but we can see that there is an issue, and so someone can now go and look at this. Although it's an older machine, it's got a high amount of memory in it, plus a reasonable sized disk, although in this case we can see that the disk is quite full. So there may be an exercise that can be carried out on this machine to clear up the disk. And that's probably because it's an older machine, been around for a while. There's a lot of old information on there that's no longer required. That concludes our quick introduction to Almaden Collective IQ. If you've got any more questions, please go to the website at www.almaden.ai.